Hi guys, welcome to my kitchen, and today we are doing something very different, something you probably have never seen before. It's a recipe I've completely made up, and it's a recipe that's only really for the brave. Today I am making Kombucha SCOBY Tempura. I know it sounds like a whole random foreign language. Bear with me, I promise you it's not. So it's exactly what it says. We're going to be tempura frying a kombucha SCOBY. It is a very interesting dish and you will not regret trying it. Alright then, so let's make tempura. First ingredients is you're going to need a SCOBY. So I've just made a small SCOBY here, and in my kombucha tea I've left this on the shelf. I started it about a month ago and now it is ready to go. Little tip, you can take the SCOBY out and use the SCOBY, take this tea, put it back on the shelf, and it will grow a whole new SCOBY. You don't have to feed the tea for it to grow a new SCOBY. You can if you want, which is quite easy. You can add about a quarter cup of warm, sweetened black tea. You can pour it in there to feed it, but that's not necessary. If you leave this on the shelf, it will grow a whole new SCOBY, and you can use that SCOBY to make kombucha. And as you brew kombucha, you can obviously grow more and more SCOBYs. So you can make this recipe as often as you like. So I'm going to take the SCOBY out. And I'm going to cut it into slices about 1/2 inch thick and about 1 inch long. You don't want the pieces to be too big because it is a bit of a chewy consistency, and the vinegar tang that comes from the SCOBY can be a bit overwhelming if the pieces are too big. So you want it to be just small enough so you get the flavor, but not too big so that it kind of ruins the effect for you. Then you will need a cup of flour. This is just to rub the SCOBY in. And to make your batter, very simply, you would need an egg, a tablespoon of all-purpose flour, and 1/2 cup of water. Tip, if all of these ingredients are ice cold and kept in the fridge before you bring them together, you actually get a really good crispy batter that stays crispy for longer than if your ingredients weren't cold before using them. So I'm going to first just slice up the SCOBY here. I'm going to show you what it looks like. There we go. That's my brand new beautiful SCOBY made from black tea kombucha. Isn't she gorgeous? I have a whole shelf of these growing. In fact, I'm not just growing them, I'm farming them. And I will leave the link for my Jaeger store below in the description, where I am selling my farmed SCOBY. So if you want to purchase a SCOBY to try your very own Kombucha SCOBY Tempura, go ahead, click the link. Unfortunately for delivery within South Africa only. But yes, I don't think you're going to regret trying this at all. Or you could just use the SCOBY to make your own kombucha, or even grow more SCOBYs. Alright, so these are what the pieces end up looking like. This is about the size. So you can see it's about 1 inch long and about 1/2 inch thick. I'm going to go ahead and rub these into the flour. So the flour will just help the batter to actually stick to the SCOBY. And let me put my oil on so it heats in the meantime. So I have a pot with oil for deep frying. You can probably put this in the air fryer as well, but so make sure your oil is really nice and hot and ready to go. So there's my SCOBY, all nice and coated in flour. And I'm just going to mix the batter quickly. You want to mix it to make sure there's absolutely no lumps and bumps. You want it to be as smooth as possible. To test if your oil is hot enough, you can drizzle a few drops of your batter into the oil, and if it cooks and floats to the surface within 3 seconds, your oil is then ready and hot enough. batter's all mixed. Let's see how hot my oil is. Oh, still got some way to go. Let's give that a moment. Okay, so we have tested it now. A few drops in the oil and up and floating and cooking within 3 seconds. My oil is ready. Just get these little bits out so that they don't burn. You'd want to clear these out, all the little bits after each round. You don't want any burnt pieces of batter in your oil. And you do want a sieve and a bowl ready to go so that you can drain your tempura as soon as it comes out of the oil. So you're now going to take your flour coated SCOBY, dip it in the batter and drop that right into the oil. And you're going to leave it to cook until it's a beautiful golden color. Nice crispy golden color. It usually takes about 2 minutes. You can use a spoon to turn your SCOBY around in the oil to make sure it gets evenly cooked on all sides. There we have it. Our SCOBY Tempura is a nice crisp golden color. Just going to take it out, give it a drain, or trim the oil off. And then I'm going to serve it with my homemade sweet chili sauce. I will put the link in the description. When I first tried this recipe, I did try it with a bit of soy sauce. It wasn't bad, but because SCOBY has that natural sour vinegar flavor, I thought a sweet chili sauce would be much more complimentary. But do yourself a favor, try it with all the sauces you want to, but I recommend soy sauce and a sweet chili sauce. So let's give this a try here, shall we? There you go, guys. Look at that. How beautiful are these? You will impress your guests if you make this for a dinner party, I promise. So, you know what? I think it's cool enough. Let's give one a try. It's my sweet chili sauce. It's amazing. It is unexpectedly really, really good. Go ahead, guys, give it a try and make yourself some Kombucha SCOBY Tempura. It's worth it.